attended this class because I am interested in learning more about my culture and about the language. I am interested in learning Garifuna because my mom didn't have the opportunity to learn because they were embarrassed to speak the language. So now I am taking advantage of the opportunity I have to learn the language.
And your name?
Queen Smith.
I am here because I want to learn how to speak Garifuna, and when my family members speak Garifuna to me, I want to respond correctly. And I'm interested because my family members really need the opportunity to teach my mom and her sisters to speak Garifuna.
Beautiful. Your name again?
Jennifer Lauder.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I attended these classes because some of my family speaks Garifuna, and I want to learn to speak with my family. I also want to learn to speak Garifuna. It's really interesting as well. I want to learn to speak Garifuna because I want to learn to speak different languages, and I want to learn how to speak with my family.
The partner.
I am Gisani Firo, and I want to learn to speak Garifuna so I can speak to my grandma because I like learning different cultures and I like to learn new language.
Yay.
I attended this class because I wanted to learn the language of my culture. However, this class has taught me more than that. It has taught me the history, and there are some things I didn't know. For example, the musical history and the history of the language. I'm very thankful.
Your name?
Karina Rowland.
Thank you.
My name is Sidney Mejia. I attend these classes to learn as well as to share or teach what I know about the Garifuna language. I am interested in lifelong learning, and there's always something new to learn.
Can I give you a tape? Okay.
So I'm a PhD student from the University of Virginia, and I'm studying Garifuna language and culture. I started studying it in Guatemala, but got really interested in how it's being taught in a setting where you're born in the United States. And I really think that I'm in a class here to learn about the language because I think the language is inseparable from the culture, and to know about the people and to know about the history, I need to know about all aspects. And the language for me as a linguistic anthropologist is the maybe most important window into understanding who the Garifuna are. So I'm interested in learning about all of these.
Thank you. Yay. Let's give him a round of applause. Yay. Good job. Wow.
We've come to the conclusion of our 8-week session for the summer. We will be starting our fall session in the next 2-3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to take a brief break, but that doesn't excuse you guys from studying. Study. You know, take what you've learned from here in these past 8 weeks. Harass your grandparents, harass your parents, you know, and you know, that's the only way that you're going to be able to absorb the material that we've given you. You actually have to practice it. You actually have to utilize the words, the vocabulary that we've given you. It's either, you know, use it or lose it. If you don't use it, you're not going to retain it. So the way that you retain the information that was presented here is to use it. Like the simple things that we did, like remember what your birthday is in Garifuna. Those are just little things that you can remember. Learn what your age is in Garifuna. You know your name, you know how to address yourself. You know, my name is Queenie, right? How do you say that? You remember how to say that. Just doing those little things, remembering those basic things and building on it. It was just a brief 8 weeks here that we have, but we're going to continue to build on everything that you've learned. It's going to all come together. And, you know, when you start utilizing it, you know, you'll go from whispering, you'll start saying it. You know, Queenie Miribe, Cheryl Miribe, you're going to say it with pride. And that's what we're here about. We want you to be proud of who you are, to be proud of your history, to be proud of your culture. And when somebody comes to you and asks you, what is Garifuna? You won't be scratching your head and be like, well, I'm Garifuna, but I don't know what that means. Okay? You need to know who you are. And who you are is part of your language, part of your history, part of where your parents come from, part of your culture. It all comes together. That's what makes us who we are. We're not just a name and title. We are a people. We are a history. We are a living history. We are living, walking history. Because according to history, we're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here. Garifuna people, to a lot of people, we don't exist. All they do is look at our color of our skin and we're just black people to them. We don't exist. So for us, all of you here, to sit here and take this opportunity and say, hey, I do exist. I'm not just a historical fiction fact or whatever. I am a person. I am who I am. This is who I am, and it's up to the core of you, the rest of you, to tell the story of who you are. This is why we do what we do here. It's not for us, it's for the next generation. You guys are the next generation of Caribbean people being raised, born here in the United States of America. And if we lose that here, if we lose our language, we're going to lose everything else. We're going to lose everything else. Language is part of who we are. Language is part of who we are. Once you lose your language, you're going to lose everything else. You know, so it's very important that you learn your language, you know, retain it, learn your history. And once you know your history, nobody could tell you anything else. Nobody could take away what's in here. Nobody could come and tell you, oh, no. Garifuna people, they're not, they never existed. When you know your history, can't nobody take that away from you. Nobody could tell you there's nothing wrong with being African American, but that's not who you are. There's nothing wrong with being Afro-descendant, but that's not who you are. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? When you say you gotta say it with pride. Who are you? I can't hear you. Who are you? Remember that, okay? When you go out there and they ask you who you are, you gotta be prepared to say Garifuna Nukia. Okay? The guys Garifuna Bow. You gotta be proud. You gotta be proud. That's what this class is about. And we're gonna continue to do this class regardless of if there's one person in here, 20 people in here. We're going to continue to do the class, and all of you guys show interest and you want this, we're going to always be here for you, okay? So thank you. I appreciate all of you coming and participating, and come back again in 2 weeks.
This song is a paranda. You guys know the play the paranda. Remember that one? The bird and the red is fun, but this song we're going to do. And this song, even if it sounds Garifuna to you, it's not really Garifuna. It's Afrobeat. It's mixed with, the introduction is Fela, if you're familiar with Fela, the great Nigerian musician Fela. So I took his introduction and put it in front of what we call a macaronic. A macaronic is a mix of 2 or more languages, right, in music. So this one will be part Creole and part English, right? And the chant is Yoruba from Nigeria. Let's give it a try.